Hello everyone, Xeno What If here. To bring in the movie of What If Lupin Shimura was the son of Celios and Heephis. Link down in the description of the fan fiction of this, What If. Listen here YouTube. I do not own anything and this isn't a scam. Expelled and the Two Fathers. Union Academy for the most greatest prestigious schools for training the best of the best become the best heroes. That's what the public thinks of Union Academy, but inside it always holds a dark truth. At the halls of Union Academy, a boy was screaming in pain. A teenage male was getting beaten up by a group of students, and these assholes were RWY, CRDL, most of Class 1A, Motoyasu and his party. Lupin, why the hell are you guys hurting me? What did I ever do to? Yang, yeah, cuz you're nothing more than some weakling. Bakugo, of course you're nothing more than that damn Deku himself. Shoto, you're nothing more than just some useless weakling. Izumi, I agree you should never attend Union because you're nothing more than some loser. Motoyasu, no wonder, you're worse than that demon shield hero. Weiss, seriously no wonder girls don't like weak bastard like you, they just like the strong bad boys. Cardin, I agree, no one ever likes a weakling like you. Denki, I agree, seen that you don't got any strengths, unbecoming hero. Ruby, yeah, that's right, you're nothing more than something worthless bastard to be thrown away. Zero, you're just useless and pathetic to become a hero, just quit while you're ahead. Lupin rage, fuck all of you bastards. Before the assholes were about to beat his shit down, he was about called by the principal office. Nezu on the speaker, may I please have Lupin actually come to the office immediately. Bakugo, well it seems someone actually is in trouble. Weiss, well isn't this something rather interesting to hear. Lupin did not say a word but went towards the principal office immediately, where all the headmasters were at. All Might, young Lupin, finally made it. Lupin, yes I did, what is it that you want to discuss about? Ozpin, we're sorry to inform you that you're going to be expelled from Union. Lupin can't believe the words that left all those words of Ozpin's mouth, actually paid himself, anger boiling within, instead near tipping point. Lupin rage, what's for, I've been doing my grades perfectly fine. Nezu, please just calm down now. Lupin rage, don't tell me to calm down you damn rat. All Might, young man, that wasn't nice to snap directly at your headmasters. Lupin rage, shut up you damn fake hero, you're nothing more than just some hypocrite who looks down on the powerless just like some power-hungry monger. Altcray, if you keep this up and I'll have my guards come in here and execute you myself. Lupin raged, don't talk to me you filthy bastard, that you were the one who actually framed Naofumi for a crime he didn't commit. I'm actually disgusted by trash like you who call yourself hero but nothing more than just bunch of scumbags to me. Altcray was fuming and almost was supposed to do something when Ozpin steps in and tried to defuse the situation. Ozpin, please, I would recommend no more of your outbursts. Lupin rage, oh really, trying to expel someone for something to do for some lame-ass excuse. Nezu, now, let's not old cats hostile, let's just settle this conflict in like. Lupin rage, is that it, because you people only care about those that only have power and those that don't? Expecting you all to be heroes, but instead you're nothing more than just felt of a bunch of douches who only money and fame instead of protecting the innocent. Lupin turn around to headmasters, only give them a massive blood loss only for enough hatred for the people of nothing more than measly scumbags worse than villains. Lupin rage, if I actually gain power, the only thing I'll say when the moment we meet again is that tell you what, this shove it up your asses. Lupin with enough of brute strength breaking of principal's office indoor into a million pieces, leaving up headmasters completely shocked. Lupin went back to his dormitory and get ready to pack up everything to leave this damn academy. Lupin ignored the assholes that were actually glad that he was finally leaving Union Academy. Lupin was outside the parking garage when the moments he was able to get the keys for the twin mill, a car that he designed of his own, and drove off from the hellhole of an academy. Lupin was making its way back home from that damn academy and was training nothing more than fake heroes. When the moment he was about to make his way home near a forest area, he saw two people on the road. When the moment he put the car on hold and stopped and only see the two people in front of him. When Lupin was about to yell at the two strangers, when the moment he noticed they weren't human but two Mobians a lot taller than him from the normal ones, which really caught them off guard. Lupin could tell the duo Hedgehog Mobians were actually the similarities of Shadow and Sonic but different in some way. Celios, well it seems there's been a while my good son. Heephis, I could tell that you have been treated awfully by the bastards of Union. Lupin, hold on a second, what in the world makes you think that I'm your damn son? Celios, it seems that you might have suffered some amnesia. Lupin confused, what in the world are you two talking about, and are you Sonic and Shadow's dad? Heephis, it seems that we're going to give our son, his memories back. Celios, I agree brother, because it seems out where he's going to need to know the truth sooner. Celios walked towards Lupin slowly and put his hand on his forehead before flashes of memories that came when he was a kid and through his mother was in his father, or fathers that actually were in love with the same mother who actually had a brother, however he had amnesia from a villain attack. Lupin, so that explains everything that happens, that my mom was actually one of the user of OFA. And you two are actually gods that are my fathers. Celios, that is correct, seeing that you do have powers that happen dormant within you. Lupin, so how do I able to unlock this power dormant within me? Heephis, perhaps that's the two of us can give you a bit of proper training. Lupin, find that I want you to train me to unlock this power inside of me. Celios, sure thing, we will train you. Heephis, not to mention you will prove those bastards of Union wrong. Lupin, forget them, I'll be my own hero my way, without those corrupted bastards of Union. Celios, now that's the spirit son, let's get ready to train. Celios opened the portal for the two of them, the three of them went to the portal and disappeared ready to train to unleash the power dormant within him. Training. Over the past couple of months of Lupin learning about the truth about his fathers actually being gods and his mom was the user of OFA. Lupin beginning training alongside his two fathers. Lupin noticed that the two fathers of his were actually gods. Lupin, okay, how exactly do I need to unlock this power? Celios, for one you need to unleash your rage. Heephis, I agree, in order to unlock your power within you is to unleash that rage. Lupin, okay, then it seems I'm going to need to get angry. Lupin couldn't help but remember the awful days of him being powerless when no one there being for him, remembering all the abuse and neglect that he got from those bastards. He even remembered those hurtful words. You are nothing. You don't deserve to be a hero. I can't believe I dated a weakling like you. You're worse than the shield hero. Powerless scum like you deserve to die. You'll never become a hero without power. All of this anger and rage of the memories and abuse and neglect he gotten from those bastards of Union started to power him up, unlocking a power within him to be unleashed. Lupin felt the power and rage burning within his heart started to unleash until he screamed until his hair turned from black to blue with a powerful godlike aura. Celios and Heephis were both surprised by the transformation of Super Saiyan God Super. Celios, this power is so incredible. Heephis, so he really does have the power of a god within him. Celios, I really hope he has what it takes to defeat against our fallen brother. Heephis, I know brother, but it seems we must have faith within him. Lupin looked at his hands and looked around his body with complete surprise that his body was flowing with this incredible aura that felt godlike. Lupin, what incredible power flowing within my body. Celios, I have to admit that the both of us rather surprising for someone like you to have Godki that actually transforms you into Super Saiyan God Super Saiyan. Heephis, yeah, what's your most writer impressed by this power as well. Lupin, so it seems I finally able to unlock the power, but not at its full potential. Celios, I agree, that this is a half of a portion of your powers, meaning of you're going to have to train in order to use its full potential. Heephis, but I could tell that your body is a bit damaged seeing that you can't be able to use your power. Lupin, of course, I know that this is too good to be true. Celios, don't worry my dear son. Heephis, I actually might have an alternate solution for this. Lupin looked at Heephis with a curiosity of what exactly this alternate solution could be. Lupin, and what exactly is this alternate plan of yours? Heephis, well it's going to be to change your body, a bit different from your normal one, in order for you to actually tap into your full potential of your power. Lupin was hesitated at first but he couldn't help but agree that he needs to change his body tap into the full potential of his power. Heephis covered Lupin among with his body in a bright yellow flash of light, changing every part of it along with the clothing as well to suit the user. A few seconds pass by when the moment the light died down and Lupin in his new body finally along with the new clothing was brand new than ever before. Lupin walked towards a mirror that was created by Celios for him to see his new body, and to surprise you can see the hair was kind of a bit black and blue, not to mention his body was a bit built as well. Lupin: well, I'll be seeing that to my new body seems quite unique. Celios and Heephis were both happy at their son, who actually was ready to become a hero unlike those false heroes of Union. Celios: okay, now with your new body are you ready? Heephis: yes, ready for your training for the powerful potential of your power. Lupin: show me what you got, my sensei. Celios: sensei, how very interesting for someone to call us that. Now let the training begin. Lupin in his new body was ready for the intense training against his two godly father figures. Over the course of time, as Lupin was able to learn more than one transformation ability. This powerful ultimate transformations called Ultra Instinct Omen, giving him super strength and also super speed, increasing it 10x10. Lupin in Ultra Instinct Omen had a bit of an intense fight with Heephis. Even the god himself was rather pressed that even someone that has a power can even surpass our god. Lupin was able to transform into Ultra Omen God form, giving him even power to even surpass his fellow father gods as well. Lupin along with the extra power boost of Ultra Omen God continue pushing a power beyond even those bastards from Union. Lupin was able to learn about the other transformations which made him stronger times infinity compared to the bastards of Union. Lupin continued his spar against Heephis even though that he was a pretty good opponent. The two of them always continued clashing at each other non-stop. Lupin and Heephis kind of like the sparring against each other, making him feel the intense fighting bloodlust caution to their veins until continued fighting and fighting, exchanging blows of dodging and blocking their attacks. Unannounced the two of them that a certain blue hedgehog was watching them from a far distance. This blue hedgehog was none other than Sonic, also Lupin's brother as well. Sonic excitement: oh well, look at those two go. Lupin and Heephis charged directly at each other, causing a clash with their fist, causing a shockwave of a crater. Lupin and Heephis both looked at each other, only having a smug grin. Sonic: well, I have to admit you two are so strong when you fight. Lupin and Heephis both stopped the fight and looked directly towards Sonic. Lupin to Sonic: well, it's been a while, my speedy blue brother. Sonic to Lupin: yeah, I guess I heard the terrible thing that happened to you at Union. Lupin to Sonic: like as if I care for those greedy bastards. If a powerful villain came along, let them die by their hands until the two of us will take care of it and show the world that the two of us will be the real heroes. Sonic to Lupin: I agree, those Union bastards will get what coming to them sooner. Celios: no boys, there's no need to get hasty. Lupin and Sonic both looked at Celios, realizing that Union wasn't even worth it. Heephis: anyway, that's why I'm letting you to attend Battle Alliance Academy. Lupin: I never heard of that academy before, I only heard about Union. Sonic: same here as well, I mean that is something I don't even heard about academy like that familiar about. Celios: well, to be honest, let's just say Union likes to keep the other academies silent, but the other academies know about Union's inhumane actions. Lupin: so when do I start? Heephis: yeah, it certainly seems that you two will be started at Battle Alliance tomorrow. Sonic: oh boy, can I wait. Lupin: finally a new academy and a new time for me to actually prove myself as a hero. Celios: and I'm guessing it you two after the fight must be working up an appetite. Lupin and Heephis, both of their stomachs started rumbling, making him laugh, and were getting ready to eat and were ready for Battle Alliance Academy tomorrow. Attending Battle Alliance Academy. After the years of the intense training and sparring of him and Heephis. With Lupin and his speedy blue brother ready to attend this new academy along with the new power he had, he was ready for a new start. Lupin and Sonic finally made their way to the Battle Alliance Academy after driving 10 hours. Lupin and Sonic was rather amazed and excited for their new start at this new academy. Lupin and Sonic were making their way to the principal office. Lupin was distracted by the scenery when the moment he actually bumped into someone. Lupin: oh, I'm sorry. Oh, it's okay, just watch where you're going. Lupin was able to regain consciousness and saw the girl in front of him, and saw that she had brown with pink and blue. Lupin: you are so beautiful. I'm sorry, what you say? Lupin. I mean you really are beautiful. Question mark question mark question mark. Flustered. Well, that is kind of the nicest compliment you ever gave me. Sonic. Hey, if your two lovebirds are done right now, we need to get ready to go to the principal office. Lupin. Alright, sorry, but right now we need to get ourselves signed up for the academy. I'm guessing that you two are new around here. Lupin. Yeah, but hate to cut the chatter a bit short, but we'll talk later. Lupin ran off with Sonic to go to the principal office to be attended for the new academy. The girl with brown and a long pink and blue couldn't help it, but felt a bit of a crush on Lupin. Lupin and Sonic finally came to the principal office where headmasters were waiting for our arrivals. Lupin and Sonic felt uneasy and tension in the air of the room that they were standing alongside of the headmasters of the academy. Albert Elfrieden. Sorry for the uneasy attention. Nick Fury. However, we seen you have the power of heroes unlike those so-called bastards of unions, seen that they have treated the wrong person of the son of the two gods. King Acorn. I agree, that those corrupted arrogant bastards have done nothing more than ruined the hero reputation name. Lupin. I guess you really do have a bit of a grudge against Union. Sonic. Yeah, I can tell that some parts of the world hate Union's guts for their selfish acts. Professor Sycamore. Not to mention, the way they are treating the Pokémons, really makes me sick to the core for them to abuse their partners. Albert Elfrieden. And I could tell the shield hero had been framed, and not to mention you stepped in. But don't worry, he is here under our care among with his party. Lupin. Well, that's good to hear, to see my old friend. Giyu. Of course we have seen the records of Union's hero activity, seen that there was nothing they have done against the villains. Rengoku. I agree, it's such a disgrace for them to actually think that they have what it takes to be heroes. Optimus Prime. Not to mention it seems that you two will finally be attending, so that you finally got out of the clutches of Union. Lupin. Yes, seen I have trained alongside my fathers, I am 10 times stronger than those clowns of Union. Sonic. Same here as well, seen it those so-called Unions think that they can keep up with someone fast as me, as if. Rengoku. I like your energy, you really have what it takes to become a hero, would positive energy to prove a positive image for the people. Lupin. I'll do my best to become what it really means to be a real hero, unlike those fake bastards of Union. Shinobu. Not to mention, you have done a lot of good with your great potential, but seen it Union only cared about power. Muichiro. But here in this academy, what makes us become the true heroes to protect the world from any threat? Mitsuri. And besides, sometime sooner or later the world might actually know about Union's secret. Cygnus. I agree, seen that also Maverick activity has been going increasingly. Not to mention the Atlas technology has been infiltrated by the Maverick virus. Tengen. I agree, not to mention a few Union heroes were actually killed by some demons as well. Lupin. It's so pathetic to see the heroes of Union actually think they act like hot shots, but nothing more than absolute douches that actually get themselves killed. Jean. Indeed, it certainly seems that even some also did join alongside the villains as well, not even to the Union's whereabouts. Lupin. While those idiotic bastards of Union don't even know that they actually have a spy within their system. Nothing more than a group of idiotic morons who think they act all high and mighty until it will come crashing down. Sonic. I couldn't agree more, so headmasters, what exactly do you want us to do? Albert Elfrieden. Well, to be honest, in that there is nothing much that you might do. See me, you might actually do some of the simple missions just in case of any extreme stuff happens, then you might actually be called in to handle the situation. Lupin. Okay, I guess that sounds pretty fair enough. Professor Sycamore. Speaking of which, I forgot to give you a little bit of a present. Lupin. And what exactly this present could be? Professor Sycamore walk out towards Lupin, handing him a set of Pokeballs. Lupin. Pokeballs. Hold on a second, are these my Pokemons? Professor Sycamore. That's right, your old Pokemon partners that has been left for some time. Lupin. Alright, I forgot about amnesia for some time. Masena, I have finally have my memories back next to my two dads. Professor Sycamore. Not to mention you also had another dream as well of becoming a Pokemon master and a hero, isn't that right? Lupin. Alright, I do remember also becoming a Pokemon master as well. Professor Sycamore. And it seems that your Pokemon partners have been really worried about you ever since you were missing. Lupin. Yeah, my Pokemon partners really were worried for me being gone for some time. King Acorn. Anyway, seeing that the presentation is over, you two young lads will actually be starting tomorrow. Lupin and Sonic. Thank you, Your Majesty. Lupin and Sonic left the principal office, only leaving the headmaster discuss on a certain something on their hands. Optimus Prime. Are you really sure that they can do it? King Acorn. I could tell the two lads actually have the potential to defeat the fallen god. Albert Elfrieden. I really hope so, because the fate of the multiverse is on the hands of those two lads. Don't worry, I know that they have the potential in order to take care of the threat. The headmasters noticed a certain person that they have known for some time, known as the Supreme Kai of Time. King Acorn. Supreme Kai of Time, so it seems that you actually might have fate on the two lads. Chronoa. Trust me, I know that they actually have what it takes to become the true heroes, not just of the world but the multiverse itself. Albert Elfrieden. Speaking which, I heard that your time patroller pals are also attending as well. Chronoa. Yeah, it certainly seems that you're going to be able to help. You can get. Optimus Prime. Seeing that you might actually have the faith within those boys, then I agree as well. Chronoa. But see, that I could tell that the following god hasn't been awoken yet. Gene. At least some good news for now on our side. King Acorn. It will only be a matter of time when the fallen god awakens, and then all we know, the ends might actually come. Optimus Prime. But not unless we unite and work together alongside each other and fight as real heroes and guardians to protect the world itself, because that's what it really matters, to have true strength. Chronoa. That is right, we cannot allow ourselves to be in despair. We must show the people hope in order for us to unite together to defeat this great evil that will one day awaken and destroy not just our world but the multiverse itself. Gene. That's right, because we must be having hope and having faith within us, of our students and ourselves. Nick Fury. Well, I really hope that those two with their daddy's training actually increased their power to defeat that fallen god. The headmasters on Battle Alliance Academy had fate within the two sons of the gods to defeat the fallen god that will awaken. First day of Battle Alliance. Lupin and Sonic were inside of his twin mill driving off to Battle Alliance. Lupin and Sonic finally made it after the long drive and also getting a bit of breakfast by a certain common restaurant. Lupin and Sonic made their way, see that they were a bit late, park their car in the parking lot and got out. Lupin and Sonic rushing towards their class at the academy was called Class 1S. Lupin and Sonic finally were able to found Class 1S. Every one of the classmates saw Lupin and Sonic came into the class a bit late. Lupin. Hey, sorry for being a bit late. Sonic. Yeah, I seen that the headmasters not actually give us a bit of a specific on exactly where the classes can be. Tails. I know, trust me, the new guys always do have problem finding their classrooms. Tanjiro. Trust me, you'll get used to that at some time. Nezuko. Yeah, I could tell that you must be from Union, which you turn against them as well. Lupin kind of flinched at what Nezuko, and took a deep sigh to let it go. Lupin. Yes, trust me, I never did like those scumbags of Union. Hilbert. Not to mention, there's academy isn't meant to train heroes as well, but also Pokemon trainers as well. Lupin. Well, I am wanted to be both a hero and a Pokemon trainer as well. Hilbert. And it seems you got yourself a Pokemon with you. Lupin. Let's just say the academy took care of my Pokemon when I had a bit of amnesia problem. Tanjiro. I could tell that you were also the sons of two gods. Hayate. I'll talk about something rather interesting, and you two have some type of rather on father figures. X. Not to mention it seems that they'll so-called Union douches. Lupin. I couldn't agree anymore. Seen that there are other academies out there that doing their best, unlike those so-called douches from Union. Zenitsu. I mean seriously, who in the world ever created Union in the first place if they weren't actually going to help the world? Sonic. I know seriously they think they act all high and mighty, but yet they're nothing more some ignorant fools that care about themselves. Lupin. Not to mention treat the Pokemons and Mobians like absolute garbage. It's really disgust me for actually thinking of them as actual heroes. Well, what's oldest I've been hearing about you guys talking about trash about Union. They all turn around to see a blonde 18-year-old girl hurt the conversation about you talking about trash on Union. Lisha. So it seems that you guys were talking trash about Union, is that it? Lupin. Yeah, trust me, you could say that. Anyway, who exactly are you? Lisha. Well, you could say that I am actually the headmaster daughter, which you kind of met my father. Lupin didn't even say where in the moment she said that word about her being the king's daughter, which gave a few seconds to think. Until Lupin got the answer clicked within his mind that made him shocked. Lupin shocked. Please hold on a second, you are actually the king and also daughter of the headmaster. Lisha. Bingo, that's the one. Lupin. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to disrespect you. I'm just completely shocked. Lisha. Talk about the expression on your face kind of makes you look funny. Lupin. I mean, I'm just rather surprised to see another person like you actually being a daughter of the headmaster. Lisha. Don't tell me that other bitch of a union among with her father plus headmaster expelled. Lupin. How did you? Lisha. Trust us, we all know everything that's happening at Union stays at Union. Lupin. Okay, I kind of feel like that was more a bit of a reference from something. Sonic. It certainly seems for some movie, I can't even remember. Zenitsu. That's all cause sometimes I kind of like watching ninja movies. Tanjiro. I kind of do like watching the spy movies as well and ninjas as well. Lupin. Well, speaking of movies, where exactly is the teacher? Stephanie. Don't worry, he's coming in a few seconds. Lupin. Oh hey, it's you from before. Stephanie. Oh yeah, you're that guy from before, I didn't actually get your name. Lupin. Right, I'm actually Lupin Shimura. Whichever one was shocked by Lupin's name. Stephanie. OMG, you're actually the son of Nana Shimura, the original symbol of peace who actually did good and nobility justice, until corruption came in. Lupin. Not to mention, she was indeed the user of OFA as well. Hilbert. Couldn't agree, that's why I said she was actually the real #1 hero unlike that #1 fake clown All Might. Amy and Sally came in as well to hear about the conversation that's been going on. Amy. I heard that you guys were talking about trash on Union. Sally. Yes, certainly seems that Union hasn't been doing good on their reputation. Lupin. Sonic along with their new friends turn around to see Amy and Sally. Sonic was too busy looking at Amy that she was kind of cute. Lupin was kind of focusing as well on Sally Acorns that she was kind of cute, but he didn't realize that she is also the headmaster's daughter as well. Sonic to Amy. WW, well hey there, I think you're kind of cute. Amy to Sonic. Yeah, you're kind of a cute blue boy as well. Lupin to Sally. So how exactly have you been doing, in your name? Sally to Lupin. Oh yeah, let me tell you one thing, my name is Sally Acorn, also the daughter of the headmaster as well. Lupin to Sally. You have got to be kidding me. Sally to Lupin. What, you think I was the only one of the daughter the headmaster of this academy? Lupin to Sally. I'm guessing that Lisha and you are both of the headmaster's daughters. Sally to Lupin. I know it seems you're kind of surprised as well, and speaking of which, the teacher's coming. Giyu came into the classroom getting everyone's attention and everyone sitting down in the proper respectancies. Giyu. Okay everyone, on your teacher of this class. Students. Hi. Lupin. So what exactly are you going to be teaching us? Giyu. The teaching you all about combat capabilities. Lupin. Oh, that kind of teaching. So I guess you're going to fight all of us to test our combat capabilities. Giyu. Well, not exactly, luckily we got ourselves, so I'm testing robots for all of you, test your skills in combat and strategy as well. Lupin. Okay, that sounds fair enough. Giyu. Meaning that this will have the test your teamwork is working as a team. Lupin. Okay, I'm down with that. Giyu. Good, every one of you put on your P uniforms and get ready to go to ground test Omega. Students. Hi. Everyone left the classroom and were heading out to ground test Omega for combat capability of teamwork. Unannounced to the people of Battle Alliance, an Atlas drone was watching them from a far distance. At Union Academy office of the headmasters were watching this. The headmaster saw that Lupin was actually at the Battle Alliance Academy. Ozpin. So it seems that he actually attended Battle Alliance Academy. All Might. I kind of feel bad that we actually expelled him. Nezu. And yet it kind of feels bad that we actually after we expelled him. Ironwood. Then we should bring him back to Union no matter what. Ozpin. I don't think so, because he's office and academy, so we can't be able to get him back. Ironwood. You're not. I should get someone like him powerful back onto the academy. Nezu, you can't be serious if you use force against them, nor Cal didn't. They will declare you as an enemy. Altcray, does it really matters in that he has gotten a lot stronger, and that's why we need people like him. Ironwood, even if it means to break or bend the rules in order for us to actually win the war against the villains. All Might, I know, but you can still. But orders are orders in order to bring someone like him in. Ozpin, I know that he wouldn't to be coming back to Union. Union annoyance. 3 days later, after doing a few classes at a Battle Alliance Academy. Lupin and Sonic were having a great time. Battle Alliance Academy of doing a lot of great classes. Lupin was able to help but if a harem along with some of the humans and the Mobians. While Sonic that is only one love with Amy Rose. Lupin and Sonic were able to make a group of new friends unlike the douches of Union. Lupin and Sonic alongside their new friends and girlfriends were at lunch. Lupin, I have to admit that this school is way more better than Union. Stephanie, see that those Union are nothing more than just absolute idiots with power just to do whatever they want to do. Sonic, I increasing at those so-called Union heroes are nothing more than absolute douches. Amy, I know seen that they only have done nothing more than just cause problems instead of fixing it. Tails, not to mention they are treat the Mobians as if they were parasites, especially the demi-humans and other races. Asagi, I agree seen that they have done things so inhumane. Sakura, not to mention they just know to cover up their problems for the people to know. Kanroji, I agree with a bunch of ungrateful bastards to become heroes. Lupin, at least we are real noble heroes who fight with honor. Lumine, that's right. Battle Alliance Academy is always meant to protect people that can protect themselves. Paimon was eating the food on her plate while listening to the conversation with interest. Dihaya, causing someone's actually enjoying the food. Asagi, not to mention that will be assigned for our first mission to take down villains. Lupin, I know since I just might actually be interesting. However, the speakers came on from the office of the headmasters. Elfrieden the speakers, may Mr. Lupin Shimura come to the office for a bit of an important meeting for certain people from Union to meet you. Lupin didn't even say a word and got angry when a moment they mentioned Union. Stephanie, calm down, there's no need to get angry. Lupin, I know, it's just really angry to see those so-called arrogant bastard from Union to be here. Hayate, I wonder what's that's about with you. Lupin, I think I have one guest on who exactly wants me, and that is Union. Sonic, of course douches wanted you back to their academy. Lupin, well I'll say hell no to the bastards that tortured me and always looked down on me on that academy. So it's time to give them a piece of my mind. Lisha, oh I like where this is going. Aiko, I know that you're going to talk trash about them. Lupin, yesy I need to control half of my anger if I don't have to break any of theirs bones. Honey, oh man that would be funny if I was able to record after the whole public to see. X, I know what you're getting at but I think you need to try to restrain your anger. Lupin, fine, I'll try my best. Lupin took a deep breath in and out, left the cafeteria and went to the headmaster's office, where the Union headmasters were, as much as he did not like to see those bastards for they have caused the torment on him. Lupin came into the Battle Alliance Academy headmaster's office to meet the bastards of Union Academy. Lupin and gave a straight face. Ozpin, that's good to see you again Mr. Shimura, I know we haven't gone on the best of terms but. Lupin, for one I don't want to see any one of you faces after what you have done to me. I don't even think about actually to join that hellhole of academy of yours. All Might, Mr. Shimura, don't think that we regressively have done to you but we want you to. Lupin rage, how about shove that offer right up your ass as if I give a damn, bastards like you that only care about money and fame and not for people. Heroes like you that are from Union are nothing more than scum. Ironwood, young man I think you should actually refrain from using your words or else you'll be under arrest. Lupin rage, like I take orders from a spineless maggot like you. Size I have the power to break you in half like a twig and that's a threat you worthless pile of scrap. Ironwood was completely flabbergasted by that sentence of his. The Battle Alliance Academy headmasters can help but laugh at the scene that's been happening before them. Ironwood was so enraged by this to point the gun directly at Lupin's head which he didn't flinch. Lupin, That's even more for someone who couldn't even control his own military. You think you act like a leader to your own military only for it to be dragged down the mud into big bedrock. A leader of a military has to care for his own soldiers instead of throwing them out like pawns. Ironwood had really lost his temper only for Lupin to grab his mechanical arm and start breaking it. Lupin raged. You really are pathetic, Tin Man. Even if I my full power I would have killed you in one snap of a finger, leaving your head as my trophy. Ironwood didn't even say a word, looking at his broken prosthetic arm and looking in fear into Lupin's as that gave off a murder intention. All Might, Ozpin and Altcray were completely shocked at the power he was able to demonstrate by breaking Ironwood's prosthetic arm into a million pieces. Lupin, which one of your Union bastards want to speak up, because I will don't show any mercy to any of you pathetic bastards. Lupin gave off a pissed off look directly at the Union bastards. Ozpin trying to say something pacifist only for Altcray to speak in rage. Altcray, how dare you try to attack one of us? For that I would have executed you from the beginning, you worthless piece of. Lupin grabbed Altcray by the neck and starts squeezing the air out of him only for his pressure on the neck to get even. The two knight tried to step in but only for Lupin to give up a deadly clear after two knights only for them to shiver in fear. Lupin gave off a angry and savage grin on his face directly at Altcray, enjoy almost choking the trash king almost to death. Lupin, look at you, you pathetic worthless maggot. How pathetic you really are. You know I could kill you right now, but leave out of this academy and never come back. Lupin let go of Altcray and threw him directly at the knights, knocking them down only for Altcray gasping for air. Lupin looked directly at the other headmaster of Union to give off a bit of an anger look. Lupin raged, now get the hell out of this academy. The other headmasters nodded and left out of there quickly as possible, not to get send it up to a massive prison or perhaps get killed by Lupin. Battle Alliance Academy headmasters were glad that Union headmasters went back. Jean came towards Lupin, tried calming him down, which he did. Jean, it's all right, there's no need to get angry. Lupin, thank you, I would have gone bit on a berserker level. Nick Fury, I know as much as we do not really want to have those Union douches, you did a pretty good job at staring at Sun. King Acorn, yeah. Speaking wishes to get back immediately to the cafeteria for your next subject to begin. Lupin, yes sir. Lupin went back to the cafeteria and was ready for his next subject for his next class. Battle Alliance Academy headmasters work with concern of the headmasters of Union Academy trying to get back Lupin, which they will not let those Union douches get their hands on him. Halloween special. Battle Alliance Academy, every student, staff and teacher were getting ready for Halloween. The day of Troy and spooks. The day for people to have trick or treat for laughs and giggles and spooks. Lupin was dressed up as Gogeta for his costume of the Halloween party of Battle Alliance Academy. The rest of the other students were also have some nice cool costumes as well. Some students and staff and teacher decided to go out to visit their own families or do trick or treating with them. As well, first younger brother Sonic the Hedgehog decided to dress up as a vampire as his costume. Lupin, well look at you now acting all cool just like Gogeta. Wait, what movie do I remember this from? The Super movie or Z movie? No, it doesn't matter, I do look so fabulous. Lupin was able to see other people wearing some amazing costumes based on video games or even the popular anime or comic franchises. Lupin was able to see his girlfriends also Sally dressed up as a witch. Lupin could help us rather was impressing at his new girlfriends were on her kind of hot in their costumes. Especially his old girlfriend ever since they were kids that was wearing a witch candy corn costume. Stephanie, well sweetie, what do you think? Lupin, just like the same costume as I always remember since we were kids trick-or-treating. Stephanie, yeah, ever since you're kids I was able to make it a bit more adult size. Sally, well I was going to see you two are almost done with your lovey-dovey moment, can we at least check up on the others? Lupin and Stephanie, yes ma'am. Sally, come on now, there's no need for that, just call me Sal. Lupin and Stephanie, yes Sal. Lupin, Stephanie and Sally came to check up on everyone else. Everyone else costume looked neat and pretty cool. Tangled the lemur dressed up as a knight, Honey the cat dressed up as a bumblebee, Hilda dressed up as a firefox witch, Gloria dressed up as a corviknight, Rico dressed up as a witch. Lupin, well ladies, I kind of do like your costumes, look very cool. Honey, Well, thanks for the flattering. Tangle, I know we do look a lot cool with our costumes on. Lupin, yeah, I have to admit each one of your costumes are out of creative, which I'm not going to judge, because they still look cool. Hilda, you know this is the one day of our county to actually finally have to celebrate holiday like this. Gloria, I know, seeing that we're actually kind of having fun on Halloween unlike those Union douches. Lupin, said I don't even know what their Halloween would be like. Stephanie, I know, I have to admit all over costumes look so good. Sonic, anyway, should we get ready to go to the party? Sally, yeah, we should get ready to go to the party. Lupin, right then, let's get ready to pick up the other ladies as well for the party. Lupin and Sonic, Lupin's girlfriends, also came along to get Aigawa Sakura and Aigawa Asagi. Lupin was able to see Aigawa Sakura dressed up as a magic girl and as well for Aigawa Asagi dressed up as a vampire. Aigawa Sakura, well, hey big boy, what do you think about my magic girl costume? Lupin, not bad, after I bought your costumes look pretty good. Aigawa Asagi, yeah, I admit so. What are all doing just to admire our own costumes instead of going to the party? Stephanie, yeah, I agree, seeing that we're about to run a bit late on the schedule. Sally, yeah, I'm sorry, I've been go enjoy the party. Rico, onwards to the Halloween party. Lupin, one good reference of a movie. Sonic, yeah, let's go. Amy, hey guys, are you forgetting a certain Rose? Everyone turn around to see Amy dressed as a was pretty cool costume. Stephanie, well girl, your costume looks so cool. Amy, thank you girl. Sonic, well Amy, nice cost you got. Amy, thank you my blue handsome boyfriend. Sonic and Amy have a bit of an awkward situation, only for Lupin to break up this awkwardness. Lupin, hey guys, should we hurry up and get to the party? Sonic, alright, I almost forgot. Every one of them ran towards the party, which they matched to make it on time. The Halloween party on the auditorium of the academy was filled with lights, people dancing to the music, even some that were enjoying the treats and drinks, some watching some Halloween movies, others talking about scary stories. The teachers and staff were also doing the same thing, but instead of telling about scary stories of the supernatural. Lupin alongside his girlfriends were joined a party as well, tell me about jokes and scary stories. While Sonic and Amy were having a bit of a dance competition with the other students showing after incredible dance moves. This is the end of the Halloween special. Thanksgiving special. At Battle Alliance Academy, it was the day of Thanksgiving. Many people from the academy decided to go visit their families for the holiday. Others that were for the Thanksgiving decided to help homeless people across their city to help them. Lupin alongside his friends decide to also give food and homeless people at the homeless shelter. The headmasters of the Battle Alliance Academy also agree to give money to the homeless shelter as gratitude. After Lupin alongside his friends came back to Battle Alliance Academy, Optimus Prime, Nick Fury, Albert Elfrieden, Hashira, Jean happy for many people to help tell us that we're in need of help. Luckily for headmasters, they were able to tell some of the finest best chefs in the academy to actually make them a banquet. Any students that were in the academy decided to go to this banquet of Thanksgiving. When the moment every student came into the academy, they were amazed by the banquet that I had so much food and desserts and drinks. Lupin alongside his friends were rather surprised by a large amount of food that was from in the cafeteria all. Many of the people say grace for the thankful for family, friends, jobs and others. After saying grace, many people decide to help themselves to the feast of eating many other delicious food made by the top 10 chefs. Many students among with Lupin and the others enjoyed this great day among what the people he can call family for Thanksgiving. Happy Thanksgiving, even though the special was a bit short. Attack of Mavericks. At Battle Alliance Academy, the headmasters called in Lupin along with many others to come into the briefing room. Lupin among it the others came in and ready for the briefing. Lupin, so you care to tell me about why we're all here? Optimus Prime, for you to actually for the first operation mission. Nick Fury, and seen it's a familiar faction that all familiar with. Albert Elfrieden, not to mention, actually causing a lot of crimes have been happening. Hashira, and I'm guessing that you all might have known the Maverick incident. Everyone was completely silent when the headmasters said the word Maverick was heard, however except for Lupin was confused by the word Maverick. Jean, I forgot, for even the new people that have been a part of Academy. I'm guessing X and Zero will give you some experience. X, we know what Mavericks are. One of the most dangerous vicious criminals ever to exist. Zero, to mention they are robots after all, seen that they only care about to show independence to those. Lisha, yeah, it's been a while since we ever heard that name on the very beginning. Stephanie, but now they finally decide to show for some time that they decided to strike within the shadows. Lupin, well, that explains a lot, so I'm guessing if there's more to this briefing. Yes, and I'm also coming with all of you in this operation. Lloyd Forger came from out of the shadows to introduce yourself to everyone of Battle Alliance Academy. Lupin, holy crap, you must be the famous spy. Lloyd Forger, that is correct thing, I am here to help out with the operation. I'm pretty good with espionage and recon for this mission. Nick Fury, good, so as we can with the first briefing of this mission. Nick Fury, pull up a holographic on the table on the objective. The holographic showed a power factory on where the Mavericks are gathering. Nick Fury, Team Delta, Lupin, X, Zero, Ultraman 2, 7, Ace, Kelvin, Sonic, Tails, Ephil, Gerard will be part as operation to take out the enemy to make sure that Union will not get involved with our affairs. Shinjiro, I agree, those Unions get to go ahead and stuck it up the road in their asses. Dan Moribashi, yeah, bunch of arrogant douches they are. Kelvin, but right now, the Mavericks are some type of power energy factory. Sonic, so let's get ready to wreck some robotic bastards to pieces. Tails, take it easy blue guy, you don't really have to take it too far. Ephil, so do we start mission now? Optimus Prime, yes, the mission starts at 8:50 AM. Nick Fury, so can't really see that Jetfire is ready to launch. Team Delta put on their gears and equipment and getting ready to go into Jetfire. Jetfire blast off to the locations of the energy storage house storage. Jetfire opened the hangar ready for Team Delta hell jump into the facility. Team Delta jumped down in the grounds near the facility of the storage house. Lupin, well, seems this must be the place. X, yes, certainly seems that this place is guarded. Zero, I could tell seeing that they're on high alert. Ultraman 2, not too much, it seems that there's maybe a top tier Maverick. 7, agree, maybe outside or perhaps inside the facility. Ace, I'm going to go with inside the facility. Kelvin, same here as well because it seems that they want us to come. Sonic, as if they want all of us to come in for an ambush. Tails, yes, but let's get going right about now. Ephil, so what are we waiting for, let's go now. Gerard, wait, hold your horses, look. Team Delta saw a group of Rolleroid, Guardroid, Metal C-15 guarding both the inside and outside of the building. Lupin, so it seems that they really won't want us. X, I agree, these are just nothing more than just low-class Mavericks. Zero, I know, seeing that this isn't going to be easy, some of them might have power armors with them. Ultraman 2, I agree, those guys with their armor tech isn't going to be easy. 7, not to mention, whoever this top-class Maverick is might be someone who you might have known. Ace, but it seems might be some new Maverick in town. Kelvin, that Sigma has been gone for some time. Sonic, and you said that he was going to computer virus. Tails, you might be right about that, but for now we have to be focusing on the mission. Ephil, and what exactly is the plan? Gerard, it's easy, we take on different enemies in different positions. Team Delta took a different positions, X and Zero rushed towards low class shooting them down. The rest of the Team Delta take down the rest of the other upcoming low class Mavericks. Lupin got out his Pokemon to take care of the low class Mavericks. Pokemons were able to take out the low class Mavericks, reducing them into scrap. Lupin, good job fellas. Pangoro and Dusknoir flooded back at their trainer. The rest of members of Team Delta were able to dispose of the low-class Mavericks into scrap. Team Delta was able to reunite with one after another with taking down the low-class Mavericks. Lupin, really? I was expecting more of a challenge. X, can I underestimate your opponents, seeing if this was just the beginning? Zero, and things are about to get a lot hectic within here. Ultraman 2, you're right, we're about to be dealing with a medium class of Mavericks. 7, talk about more like a setting for a video game. Ace, Yeah, instead we can't bring any reference on a mission. Kelvin, that's right, is the capital of Maverick or destroy him or her. Sonic, I agree, this is going to be easy. Tails, or you could say this is going to calm before the storm. Phil, I know what you mean, see that this is going to be a lot difficult than before but seem that they can be easier. Gerard, for right now we need to be on the offense. Team Delta got into the facility to see medium-tier Mavericks coming towards them. Lupin commanded to 2 Pokémons to take care of the mid-tier Mavericks. Sonic did a spin dash directly towards multiple Mavericks, destroying to scrap metal. The rest of Team Delta were able to take care of the mid-tier Mavericks, reducing them to scrap. Lupin noticed the rest of his Pokémons running low on energy, so he decided to returning them to their Pokéballs. Lupin, talk about this was a bit easy. Sonic, yeah, a bit too easy. Ultraman 2, I know each and every one of these Mavericks seems a bit too easy for us. X, but for some reason I could tell the trap or not. Is that so? Because it's been a while. X knew that voice sounded familiar from a certain Maverick that he knew. X along with the other members of Team Delta saw the high-tier Maverick ringleader was actually Vile. Vile, it's been a while, hasn't it? X, Vile. Lupin, tell me, who this person is. 0. Well, let's just say he used to been a Maverick hunter, until he went full on Maverick, betraying us. Lupin, okay, I guess that explains about the backstory. Sonic, so what, this Maverick thinks he's hot shot. Our attractive is to capture or dismantle him. Tails, well, since you're not wrong with that. Ultraman 2, even though it was a former Maverick hunter, he's still a villain. 7. Yeah, he done a lot of sinister things. Ace, other words, do things easily or perhaps dismantle him. Phil, yeah, we must defeat this bad person for his crimes. Gerard, yes, this Maverick scum must pay for his sins. Vile, as if you topple it from Battle Alliance Academy, think that you're big shots against the top Maverick. Lupin, you talk big, but at least we have each other, then you lack. Vile, find that, let's fight. Vile charging directly towards Team Delta, however they had a strategy for this. X firing against Vile. Vile used his shoulder cannon to blast, however only for the members of Team Delta to scatter from the blast of his shoulder cannon. Lupin throw the Pokeball to unleash Trevenant to use the grass attack to Vile, cutting him off guard. Trevenant's grass attack enough to knock out Vile out of commission. X, well, good job using your Pokemon. Lupin, well, it's been a while since I ever used my Pokemon. 0, you're one heck of a good trainer with your Pokemon. Lupin, of course I trained my Pokemons ever since I was young, before I went to that Union Academy. Ultraman 2, of course, I wish I got my own Pokemon so we would see who would be the best. 7. You always act like a kid, even though just to do some senseless battle. Ultraman 2, hey come on, there's no need to be such a sour head. Ace, I agree, this must want to have a bit of an epic Pokemon battle. Kelvin, I would put my bets on Lupin has a legendary Pokemon left side, so yeah, he would kick your butt. Ultraman 2, man, what's with the insults on me? Sonic, anyway, we should get back immediately. Tails, I agree, seeing that we finally got in Vile custody. Phil, I agree, seeing that the situation was a bit intense but we were able to be victorious. Gerard, I agree, right now we need to escort this villain back to the academy. Team Delta got on the airship ready to escort Vile to the maximum prison for villains like him. Back at Union Academy. Meanwhile at Union Academy, when Lupin left the academy, many students, teachers and staff celebrate for him to leave. However, when the moment they tried to attempt to bring him back, when a moment he had the power. Lupin threatened the both Ironwood, All Might, Ozpin and Altcray to never come to Battle Alliance Academy ever again. However, a few months passed by. Union Academy had been through a lot of chaos. Atlas's technology been breached, turning its tech against Atlas. Atlas started to panic by own technology turned against them. However, it was none other than Sigma and Ultron hacking and using Atlas tech to create their own machines. Many pro heroes, huntsmen and huntresses tried attacking the robotic villain duo. However, they were killed off, overrun by the body amount of machines created by Ultron and Sigma. As well for General Ironwood, people thought he committed suicide, but however, Ultron controlled his robotic arm for him to shoot himself in the head. As well for the Dust Company was destroyed, Jacques was killed by the robots under the control by Sigma and Ultron. Winter among with the Ace Ops tried their best against the Mavericks and Ultron. However, the greatest elites Atlas Academy were killed by overrun by a lot of the robots, tearing them until nothing was left but blood and organs everywhere. Many citizens of Union City were in a state of despair. Along with the League of Darkness also rising as well, taking out all the fake heroes. Now let us get into this, the current day. At Union Academy that was half destroyed. At the headmaster's office had a bit about depression. Ozpin. This is really bad. Nezu. I know, see now we have lost Atlas by the combined powers of Ultron and Sigma. Altcray. To mention other villains have been making appearance as well. Like the Sinister Six have also been taken out, heroes and huntsmen and huntresses. Seen that we have lost the people support. Ozpin. I agree, seen that Team SSSN and CRDL were killed by Electro. Nezu. Indeed these are darkest times for Union. Not to mention, Blake, it's also been missing for some time. Altcray. The spear hero and the party has also been heavily injured. Ozpin. Seeing that this is karma for what we have done for the powerless, and now we are paying the price. Nezu. I agree, we really had paid high price for this. Ozpin. It seems we have no other choice but to heroes of Battle Alliance Academy. The headmasters of Union Academy really on it downgraded situation. Meanwhile, with the rest of classmates of Union, Team RWY were in the dorm room heavily injured. Ruby. This is really bad. Yang. I agree. We have been beaten up by these bad guys. I lost that, we have lost at this. Weiss. Yes, Atlas has been fallen. My father and sister among with many others were killed. Ruby. Come to think of it, whatever happened to Blake, she just went up and disappeared. Yang. I agree, ever since that loser was expelled, she also left as well. Weiss. I'm guessing that this is the price that we have to pay for. Half of Class 1A was alive, was healing up from the intense fight. Especially the spear hero, and his party also was injured as well by the Sinister Six. Many other people of Union Academy really felt a high price to pay for losing the city and Atlas by a group of villains they have never fought before. Christmas special. Back at the Battle Alliance Academy. It was the day of Christmas, where everyone had a bit of a jolly time. However, unlike Union Academy where they were the grouch, mostly some of the people do enjoy Christmas. However, Battle Alliance Academy do enjoy the holidays. Inside of Battle Alliance Academy, many students were out for visiting families. Many decided to get what they want for Christmas list. Well, we know what we always say, this the spirit of Christmas, always giving and the other thing. Lupin was busy getting some Christmas presents Walmart and Target. Lupin looked at the list walking back to his car. Lupin. Well, it seems that that's all on the Christmas list. Lupin starts to drive off back to Battle Alliance Academy. It was a 40-hour drive back to Battle Alliance Academy. Many of the students saw the twin mill parked in for the gifts that Lupin. BAA student number 1. Wow, talk about you actually got back with our presents. Lupin. Yeah, let's just say, soon as to you guys wanted to work sold out. BAA student number 1. God damn it. I always hate it, when they always take the good stuff. BAA student number 2. I agree that we can't always get what we want in life. Lupin. But at least I really get some good stuff for you guys. BAA student number 4. Well, at least you tried, that counts. Lupin gave many of the Battle Alliance Academy students their own Christmas gifts. Lupin went into the academy until he was tackled on the ground by Stephanie. Stephanie. Well, Merry Christmas. Lupin. Well, Merry Christmas to you as well. Let me get yo. Lupin could say another word. Lupin kissed on the lips by Stephanie. Lupin realized when he looked up while still kissing was a mistletoe. Stephanie. So how was that for a Merry Christmas kiss? Lupin. I have to admit that was rather unexpected. Stephanie. Well, let's just say Christmas always comes up with unexpected surprises. And you were saying that you have my gift. Lupin. Yeah, sure, here you go. Lupin gave Stephanie her Christmas gift that he bought. Lupin was going to get the rest of the other girls their own Christmas presents only to be kissed in return. Sonic was also being kissed as well by Amy Rose. Lupin was able to give many of the students the Christmas presents. So many of the Union students were enjoying Christmas. Especially the Christmas dinner in the cafeteria for everyone to enjoy. Battle Alliance Academy was having a great day for Christmas. End of Christmas special. Helping Union. At Battle Alliance Academy. Things were the same just like they always were. Many students were doing their own things, studying, training, practicing to become their own heroes to protect people. However, the headmasters were able to get a call from Union Academy. The headmaster of Battle Lines was rather surprised by this. The message from Union Academy seems to be more of a bit of an SOS. Nick Fury. Well, I was in this rather something you don't see every day. Optimus Prime. Never expected a day that Union would actually call us for help. Jean. I agree, why would those fake heroes want to call us of all people? Albert Elfrieden. Probably it seems that some of our villains are there as well. King Acorn. You may be right to seeing that this is going to be a lot difficult even though many of our students really do hate Union. Gyu. But still it is all rightful duty to help the people that are in need of help. Rengoku. I know, see, not this means we have no other options. Cygnus. I agree, we have to send in our best students, it's to defeat our enemies. Tengen. I agree, see, if this is just a temporary alliance, after when we take care of villains, we bring them back, that is it. Mitsuri. Not to mention, it seems that they're taken over Atlas technology as well. Rengoku. Then it's fine. I bet S.H.I.E.L.D. might actually have some robots I can encounter at Liz's technology. Nick Fury. Of course we will send in the androids immediately to encounter S.H.I.E.L.D.'s technology. Gyu. Seen it, my best pupils will actually do their best. Rengoku. I agree, seeing I will give them a bit of a sensational letdown. Cygnus. But for the time being it seems that we're going to get the students to breathe. I'm on the situation. Tengen. Yes, certainly seems that we have to tell them about. A few seconds pass by and many of students came into the briefing room. Lupin. I'm guessing that this must be some type of emergency briefing. Sonic. Something big might have actually happened. Stephanie. I increasing that so many of us haven't gathered here. Tails. This is some important meeting. X. Meaning that there could be many Mavericks on the loose. Zero. I agree as well, the same as well. Ultraman 2. Yes, certainly seem to see something very very important. 7. And we should actually pay attention as a goofing of. Ace. Wow, you really need to cool down for once. Kelvin. I know, but seriously we shouldn't be more serious. Ephil. I agree, but I certainly seems a headmaster needs us for something. Gerard. I agree, something very important for all of us to be here. Sonic. Well, it certainly seems that the most important to be something very important. Sally Akron. I agree, it certainly seems very important matter with some villain attack. Bumblebee. Well, certainly seems that our headmasters are coming. Hotrod. Well, I rather interesting about this meeting. The headmasters came in, which silenced that everyone that were chattering. Nick Fury. Hello everyone, I'm guessing you wondering why you're all here. Optimus Prime. Yes, because it certainly seems that this is an important announcement. Jean. And his announcement is about high-power villains attacking Union. Albert Elfrieden. And we know that some of you might actually have a personal grudge with Union because of their corruption. King Acorn. I seen that this is going to have to help Union and only to capture the villains. Gyu. And I also that the villains that were attacking Union are Ultron and Sigma. Many of the students of Battle Alliance knew that they had a grudge against Union Academy, but it was their duty to help people even if it means helping Union. Lupin. Well, now it seems that this meeting went important. Sonic. Yes, even if it means to help the Union Academy. Tails. Well, seems that those corrupted fools got what they deserve. X. I agree, karma is really bitch. For those that are douches that look down on others. 0. But it is our job as well to help them, so let's do it. Bumblebee. Ready to take down the bad guys. Hotrod. Yes, certainly seems that we have to help these corrupted bastards. Ultraman 2. I agree, so now we don't talk, no other choice. 7. I know it's not they are a bunch of cropped lowlifes, but it's our duty to help those in need. Ace. I know, so we will have to do this for the people. Amy. So I'm guessing that we should begin the mission. A few weeks passed by. Battle Alliance Academy was ready for the epic task force. Many ships of SHIELD flying down to the destroyed city of Union Academy was destroyed. Many of ships of SHILA dropped down Autobots and SHIELD agents to engage enemy forces. Spider-Man was fighting against Electro. Iron Man and X were fighting against Sigma and Ultron. In Atlas seen that there was a lot of an army of Mavericks and Ultra drones. Luckily Zero and Tanjiro were also there taking care of Mavericks. Sonic and Amy were double teaming it, taking out any villains or any forces. Lupin and Stephanie were also double teaming it, beating down every villains. Lupin could sense another group of people as well, could tell that it was the SHIELD hero, and his party also came to assist people of the Battle Alliance. With everyone else was also taking care what the other villains across Union Academy grounds. Couple seconds pass by after the attends about that happened, many of the enemy forces and villains surrendered. Many of the SHIELD agents and Autobots were able to put handcuffs on the villains to be transported to a maximum security place. Lupin alongside the people of Battle Alliance Academy were ready to leave. Lupin looked back at Union Academy that fallen, couldn't help but chuckled bit, not to mention the SHIELD's hero and his party decided to join Battle Alliance. Lupin and Naofumi were best friends that always had each other in the back, and flew back to the academy. The aftermath. In the aftermath of the events that happened, Battle Alliance was able to rescue civilians from Union City. However, a Union Academy has suffered major destruction and the loss of vote great heroes, and Atlas fallen people started putting trust into Battle Alliance Academy. Not to mention Demi-Humans also decides to join Battle Alliance Academy as well. And not to mention a new supporter and students joining Battle Alliance Academy. Naofumi and this party also joined Battle Alliance Academy as new students. Battle Alliance Academy had got themselves a big victory in this battle against the villains. In Battle Alliance Academy, many of staffs, Autobots, headmasters and students celebrating the party of the victory that they had. Naofumi and Lupin were also having a friendly chat about the good old days that they had. Bumblebee and Hotrod were also chatting with their fellow Autobots as well. So many of the other students were enjoying the buffet, they had victory. Sonic and Amy were having a bit of a lovey-dovey moment. Many of the other Pokémons were also enjoying their food as well, and the trainers have a conversation as well, especially Detroit friendly chats as well. Lupin was also getting acquainted with his harem as well. Many of the headmasters were smiling at this victorious day for them to actually have. A wake of fallen god in the city of London was being attacked by the Decepticons and villains. Civilians and bystanders ran away trying to not get in the crossfires of this attack. Luckily students of Battle Alliance Academy came in to stop this attack. Battle Alliance Academy team, Lupin, Stephanie, X, Zero, Bumblebee, Hound, Sonic, Tangle, came in front of a villains making their presence known for them. Lupin, okay team, getting ready to take care of these villains. Stephanie, why are we going to tell me that twice, love? X, yes, after all it's our duty to protect the people. Zero, seriously these random villains attacks are getting more ridiculous. Bumblebee, well time to send the cons back to Cybertron in a body bag. Hound, I agree, so let's get ready. Sonic, time to spend these villains to the jail cell. Tangle, time for them to be tangled by my tail. Lupin, attack. Battle Alliance Academy team were fighting against Decepticons and villains. Bumblebee and Hound were fighting against Soundwave and Barricade and some Decepticon drones. X and Zero were fighting against some criminal Mavericks. Sonic was spin dashing and hitting and knocking down every villains. Tangle used for tail to extend and was able to knock out many of the villains. Lupin fighting against many supervillains as well with martial arts combat. Seen that many of the civilians and bystanders were cheering students of Battle Alliance Academy. Lupin and their team was rather victorious to take down the villains and luckily for police cars to arrest the criminals. Many of the bystanders and citizens came in to compliment them and praise them for the heroic actions. Lupin and his team didn't really want it to be boastful but were just doing the right thing as fellow citizens of heroism. Lupin was about to leave to Battle Alliance Academy. He couldn't help but felt a powerful energy somewhere out there, but shrugged out for the time being. However, Lupin knew that he could sense a powerful energy search somewhere out there for all you know, and it could be a dangerous threat to Earth itself. Meanwhile, somewhere in a dark universe, a being known as the Fallen God by its name called Zello. He slowly woke up. His hair was similarity to his brothers Heephis and Celios, however his fur color was dark gray. Zello's spoken up with a statistic grin. Finally woken up for all long years. Zello, it's been a while seeing that I finally been awoken. Zello, and now it's time to wreak havoc on this universe, because it certainly seems to his damn bastards of Union got what they deserve. Zello, let's see how Lupin, the son of my brothers. Zello started to unleash his power, causing a massive shockwave across the multiverse. Many other powerful gods could even sense that power in fear that they knew it was the fallen god. Discuss the attention of Supreme Kai of Time, including the two brother gods as well, felt that power. Heephis, oh no. Celios, so it seems he's finally awakened. Chronoa, I agree, it certainly seems his powers finally woken. Heephis, great, it certainly seems we're out of time. Celios, yeah, I really hope our sons can actually defeat him. Chronoa, is it, and it seems that we'll have to make sure that he will unlock his full potential. Heephis, locking school potential has enough to go beyond even God itself. Celios, that's right, there have been legends about people that can actually surpass God itself beyond its limits. Chronoa, that's right, Lupin has to reach his power beyond his limits to protect the people of all races, including the Earth itself. Heephis, then we really hope that our son can actually do it. Celios, what about Sonic? He's also his brother as well. Chronoa, I know he doesn't have that much amount of potential compared to his first brother. Heephis, I know, seen that he's also my brother as well. Celios, you're right, because we're certainly seems that we have to rely on faith on our oldest brother that we have. Supreme Kai of Time, including the two brother gods, knew that time was running a bit short. The fallen god has finally woken. The ultimate fight. In the city of the UK in Europe. Sure, there had been a lot of numerous villain attacks, but luckily thanks to Battle Alliance Academy students were able to help out, not to mention a bunch of bystanders also gave them gifts as well, so that they weren't that much boastful or being brag-full compared to Union Academy. And speaking of Union Academy, they were also, well, let's just say forgotten at some point. Seeing at Union Academy has gotten a lot of bad reputation because of death threats and a lot of reports of the parents and citizens, and bystanders had lost their support. Scene at Union Academy has finally been shut down permanently because of their corruption. However, a massive shockwave of energy came out of nowhere, shaking the planet. Many headmasters of Battle Alliance Academy could sense that power. Lupin also felt that power, but thought that was similar to him, but even more powerful. In the headmaster's office, Optimus Prime, did you all feel intense power? Gene, I know. Do you think it could be him? King Acorn, damn it, a bit too soon. Chronoa, I agree that the power I felt is the fallen god's awakening. Albert Elfrieden, damn, it certainly seems we're out of time. Chronoa, not yet. We might actually still have a chance. There's one person, Lupin, to unlock his full potential in order to surpass the fallen god's power. Rengoku, I agree, the young man has gone through such intense power. Tengen, I agree, it certainly seems we have no other choice but to send him out. Gyu, I agree, the fallen god has awoken and putting our fate within the two brother gods' son. Optimus Prime, that seems we need him for the final battle against the fallen god. Gene, yes, it certainly seems we do need to put our faith within the two brothers' godson. Meanwhile, somewhere in Europe was destroyed in Germany. Many military groups and heroes started fighting against the fallen god. German soldier number 1, who the bloody hell are you? Zello, my, what's vile words you got? German soldier number 5, then prepare to die for the billions of lives you took in them. German soldier number 2, I agree, you knock off silver want to be. Zello, a bunch of pathetic and miserable insects compared to the fallen god like myself. Zello firing energy blasts, destroying every German military facility and soldier as well. Back at the Battle of Alliance Academy, Nick Fury also got a call from Germany, of the fallen god attacked and destroyed and kill every single military outpost and soldier. King Acorn, my god, this is some really troubling news. Chronoa, not to mention that the fallen god has finally awoken. Albert Elfrieden, this is really bad for all of us, seeing that the fallen god has awoken. They bring death and destruction. Chronoa, I really hope he's ready to take him on. This will be the ultimate battle of a century. Nick Fury, Yes, saying that he has unlocked his potential to go against the fallen god. The picture of Lupin to see for the headmasters of Battle Alliance Academy. Rengoku. Yes, it certainly seems they might actually reach the full potential that he has. Tengen. I agree, seen that he needs to be trained perfectly well to master's powers. Giyu. But he already has been trained by his own two fathers, but saying that he needs to make sure that the fallen god doesn't try destroy the world. Optimus Prime. I agree that if the following god does try to destroy many of the hero academies, then all we know is that the world itself will be destroyed into chaos. Jean. Yes, this is actually real troublesome news for all of us. Nick Fury. And that is why this is going to be the ultimate to fight down in history for him to be trained to unleash all potential. Meanwhile, in a hidden location, Lupin was training with his two father figures, Celios and Heephis. They had been pushing him to his limits, testing his abilities and helping him unlock his true potential. Celios. Lupin, you have come a long way. But now, it's time to take it to the next level. You must learn to control your god powers, as well as your SSJ transformations. Heephis. That's right, Lupin. You're no longer just an average person. You have the power to change the course of history. But with great power comes great responsibility. Lupin. I understand, fathers. I will do everything in my power to protect this world and its people. Celios and Heephis smiled at their son, proud of the young man he had become. They knew that he was destined for greatness, and that he would face the fallen god head-on. Back in Europe, the fallen god, Zello, continued to destroy everything in his path. Military forces from all over the world had gathered to stop him, but their efforts were futile. It was clear that they needed someone with extraordinary power to face him. As news of the fallen god's rampage reached the Battle Alliance Academy, the headmasters knew that it was time to send Lupin into action. They had faith in his abilities and believed that he was the only one who could stop the fallen god. Optimus Prime. Lupin, it's time. The fallen god has awakened, and he's destroying everything in his path. We need you to stop him. Lupin nodded solemnly, understanding the gravity of the situation. He knew that this would be the ultimate fight of his life, but he was ready. With the support of his family, friends, and fellow heroes, Lupin set out to face the fallen god, ready to unleash all of his potential and save the world from certain doom. Lupin. His thoughts, I'm not old back and not fuck it up. Lupin, powered by the energy of his two father figures, Celios and Heephis, arrived at the scene of destruction in Europe. The fallen god, Zello, towered over him, his eyes filled with rage and power. Zello. You dare challenge me, mortal? You are nothing but an insect in my eyes. Lupin. I am not just an average person, Zello. I am the son of Celios and Heephis, and I will not let you destroy this world. Zello. Oh, my brothers decided for you to become the champion and a fool destroyed me. Lupin. Don't you fucking interest made me. The battle between Lupin and Zello raged on, with both combatants unleashing their full power. Lupin transformed into his SSJ GSS form, his hair spiked up and glowing with energy. He charged at Zello, his fists blazing with chaos energy. Zello. Impressive, but it won't be enough to stop me. Lupin. We'll see about that. As the battle continued, Lupin's god powers began to awaken, and he transformed into his Hawkeye form. His body glowed with a brilliant light, and he unleashed a devastating blast of energy that knocked Zello off his feet. Zello. You're stronger than I thought, but you're still no match for me. Lupin. We'll see about that. Lupin transformed into his Ultra Instinct form, his movements becoming faster and more precise. He dodged Zello's attacks with ease, countering with his own powerful strikes. Zello. You're getting better, but you're still not strong enough to defeat me. Lupin. We'll see about that. Lupin transformed into his Omni-God form, his power reaching its peak. He unleashed a barrage of energy blasts that overwhelmed Zello, weakening him to the point where Lupin could finally land a finishing blow. Lupin. It's over, Zello. Zello. No, it can't end like this. Lupin unleashed a final blast of energy, destroying Zello once and for all. The battle was over, and the world was saved. As Lupin stood victorious, he was joined by his family, friends, and fellow heroes. They all cheered for him, proud of the young man he had become. Celios and Heephis smiled at their son, proud of the warrior he had become. They knew that he was destined for greatness, and that he would always be a hero to those who needed him. Optimus Prime, Lupin, you have done it. You have saved the world from certain doom. Lupin, I couldn't have done it without all of you. Thank you for believing in me. As the sun began to set, Lupin stood atop the ruins of the fallen god, looking out over the world he had saved. He knew that there would always be challenges ahead, but he was ready to face them head-on, with the support of his family, friends, and fellow heroes by his side. Epilogue. After several years, it was the year 2039. And a lot of things have happened over the past years. Lupin Shimura or Xenovegix was married and was pregnancy his whole harem. Stephanie, Sally Akron, Tangle the Lemur, Honey the Cat, Aisha Udgard, Flannery, Hilda, Gloria, Urater, Aiko, Riko, Kanroji Mitsuri, Aigawa Sakura, Aigawa Asagi, Dihaya, Lumine and Paimon, Nishizawa Ayumu. However, seeing that Battle Alliance Academy was able to get a lot of great positive publicity. However, a second new hero academy known as Next Generation Academy that trained the offsprings of many of the parents that of Battle Alliance Academy. As well for Union Academy was completely shut down and was taken over by the League of Darkness. Lupin Shimura or Xenovegix and multiple sons and daughters from his harem named Sakura Akron, son of Sally Akron. Kai Tangle, daughter of Tangle the Lemur. Hannah Cat, daughter of Honey the Cat. Aiden Udgard, son of Aisha Udgard. Finn Flair, son of Flannery. Helena Hilda, daughter of Hilda. Gabriel Gloria, son of Gloria. Luna Urater, daughter of Urater. Isaac Aiko, son of Aiko. Riley Riko, daughter of Riko. Mila Mitsuri, daughter of Kanroji Mitsuri. Sake Sakura, daughter of Aigawa Sakura. Arashi Asagi, son of Aigawa Asagi. Nora Dihaya, daughter of Dihaya. Luna Lumine, daughter of Lumine. Penny Nishizawa, daughter of Nishizawa Ayumu. These children were all trained at Battle Alliance Academy, continuing the legacy of their parents and fighting against the forces of darkness that threatened their world. Luna Urater, to Lupin Shimura, Xenovegix dad, look at me go. Lupin Shimura, Xenovegix, to Luna Urater, of course, that is my girl. Mila Mitsuri, hey, come on now, so I forget that we're also part of this family as well. Lupin Shimura, Xenovegix, smiling, of course, Mila, you are all an important part of our family and our legacy. Let's continue to fight together, side by side, against the darkness that threatens our world. Our bonds make us strong, and nothing can break the family we've built. And so, the next generation of heroes, led by Lupin Shimura, Xenovegix and his harem, continued to uphold justice and protect the world from evil. With their combined strength, they were an unstoppable force for good, inspiring others to